Hi guys, and welcome to another review video. In this video we're going to be looking at the Mixx Bluetooth earbuds, which look like this. Now, some of you who've been looking at my channel for a little while, or maybe been looking for reviews on Bluetooth headsets, may have seen my review on these, which is the Avantalk or Avantalk Jogger. The loop bit goes around the back of your head and these bits plug into your ears. Now I've had these for quite a while, a good while in fact, and they have done very well indeed. However, they've been dropped a good few times and that kind of thing, as you would expect. And the stiff plastic band here which goes into each one has actually split on this one here, which you may or may not be able to see on this. I don't know how well that will show actually, but it's split there essentially, and you've got the wire going inside the earbud portion of it. So because these haven't been used as much because of this fact, because I'm a bit wary of that cracking and it breaking the wire, so I tend to use these indoors more than anything now. I decided to start looking for another set of earbuds, and I always preferred the earbud type thing. Now when I first reviewed these, I did say that these silicone earbuds on these were very good, which they are. They fit really well. However, with a bit of use they do get loose. I think it's more a case of they just get sort of comfortable with rolling around on here, and I have lost one of the medium ones, which is really annoying, which means that I've got the large ones in, and they get uncomfortable after a bit of use now because of that, which is a bit of a nuisance. So that's another reason I tend to just use these indoors, and typically if it's late and I'm watching a movie on the tablet or something like that. And looking around, I found these, which are the Mixx Play1, Mixx Play1 earbuds, and they are individual earbuds with a little dangly control pad, and as you can see it's just a full loop. So I'm going to scoot on over here to the tabletop and we'll unpackage those and see what comes inside them. So we're just going to take a quick look at the box. We've got the front cover with some information on 5-hour continuous play or talk time, sweat proof, comfortable to wear, obviously citing its use in sportswear, bi-directional noise reduction, hands-free calling, etc, etc. And same on the back with a few more pictures and some information as to what they do, but it's all essentially the same thing. And as I say, the flip open front there with the same information inside, wireless range of 10 meters, link up to your smartphone, tablet, notebook via Bluetooth in seconds, and so on. So I'll just pop the lid open, pull out the tray, and first thing we've got under there is a couple of sheets of instructions, or one sheet of instructions to be precise, which gives you a very brief display of how to pair them and how to use them. And what's this one here? An advertising leaflet, essentially showing other things that this company sells. And fold the damn thing back up again. So that's the two bits of paper in there. Obviously the important one is the pale grey one, which tells us how to make the thing work, but they are all much of a muchness. Pop this off here, and we have a short charging lead, USB to micro USB, I think that is. Essentially the same as your Samsung phone, most tablets, and numerous things nowadays. So the odds are you'll already have a charger for one of these, and which is quite a good thing, because that's a bit useless and short unless you're plugging it into a computer USB port which is on your desk and sitting these on your desk. Obviously it's not very long, so it's not very versatile in that respect. You can plug it into a socket adapter or into a car charger adapter as well, of course. And in the box, I'm going to pull these out. We've got the earphones themselves, and we've got 3 different sizes of earbuds. You get small, medium and large in the box, and obviously 1 pair on the earphones and the other 2 sit in the box. You pick the ones that suit your ears the best, and away you go. Now I'm going to chuck that all to one side because the actual setup is very, very easy indeed. What you've got, just give you a quick overview of these, you've got a sliding toggle there for comfort fit, so you can hook them in front or behind your, either in front or behind your neck. I'll show you that in a moment. And you can use this sliding toggle to adjust them if you so wish. You've got the control pad here, which has plus, minus, skip backwards, skip forwards, power button and phone answer end button in the middle, and the built-in microphone which is up here, charging port on the side which pops out there, and logo on the back, Radiopaq, which is obviously the manufacturer, and then you've got the shaped, let's try and get that in focus for you, the shaped earbuds there with nice flat cable which resists tangling very well. Pairing it is as easy as switching on your phone, switching on your Bluetooth, press and hold your power button until it flashes alternately blue and red, and it will come up pairing. Pick it from the list there, and you get a very loud, I don't know if you can hear this actually, I'm going to do this up near the thing so you can hear it, but it will actually tell you I don't know if you can hear that, but that's actually very loud, and you can hear that without having the earbuds in place, and it will tell you power on pairing, and then when you switch it off, power off quite loudly, and you get the flashing blue light, which is not too intrusive. It's there, it's noticeable, it's not actually, it's sort of hidden behind all this gubbins here, so it's not too intrusive, and it's not sort of incredibly bright unless you're in a very, very dark room, in which case it is quite bright then. And that's as much as you need to know regarding the pairing of it, and it's the same with your tablet, same with your laptop. Make sure your Bluetooth is switched on, make sure it's visible of course, switch this on, search for Mixx on your menu. I'll just quickly show you that. So what you're looking for is Mixx Play1, as you can see down there. Mixx Play1, and once it's paired, you're good to go. You can plug in your earphones, press the power button, short press once to start your music, short press to stop your music. This will automatically open your music app, certainly on a Samsung phone it will anyway. If you're watching say YouTube on a tablet, it will do the same there. It will stop and start the video by short press stop and short press start. You've got skip backwards and skip forwards, long press and hold for skip backwards and forwards, and then short press for volume up, short press for volume down. That is pretty much it. If you get a telephone call, press to hold, press to answer, press to hang up, adjust the volume accordingly. You cannot, to the best of my knowledge, certainly not from what I've tried, you cannot use them in the same way that you can use these, where you can actually initiate a telephone call with them by pressing and holding. This one has far more functions though. You've got a big central power button, 2 buttons there, and then separate volume buttons on the other ear console, ear port or whatever you want to call it there. And these seem to have much more functionality with regards to that, but they were a little bit more expensive than these. That said, also the battery life on these is excellent. I have had 12 hours worth of continuous use out of these, which I think is fantastic. However, they do take about 3 hours to charge up. These have a claimed battery life of 5 hours continuous use. I can say with absolute certainty, having done several tests back to back by charging them and immediately pairing them to my phone and just playing a continuous playlist of music. The best I have managed out of them is just over 3 hours, and that's with my phone volume set to high and the volume on this set to, it's 1 to 15, and with the volume on this set to about 10, so we're not cranking the volume right up to maximum there either, 10 to 12. And the best time I've had out of this on all of the tests is 3 to just over 3 hours. So treat that claim of 5 hours continuous use as generous and very optimistic. Expect to get 3 hours use. It's enough for what I need when I'm out and about listening to music, and it has the advantage if I'm out and about and I'm going somewhere with my phone, I will be taking a charger for the phone anyway. So of course, with it being the same charger, and then the good thing on the charging side of it is it takes about 50 to 55 minutes for a full charge from completely empty. This one doesn't give you quite as much warning as these do when they're running short. This will beep at you and you'll be able to get probably another 15 minutes of use before it dies and switches itself off. These will give you 2 warnings: battery low, please charge, and then it will beep and switch off, so maybe 5 minutes at the most. But it does give you warning that it's going to happen. And as I say, if you're out travelling with your phone and you have a Samsung phone, or as most Android platform phones are, you will have one of these types of charging connections, and the odds are you will have your charger with you to do that. So all in all, for a cheap pair of Bluetooth headphones, I think they're very, very good. The sound quality, which I haven't mentioned up to now, and I really should have, is easily as good as the Avantalk ones. I wouldn't say these are any better, and one's no worse than the other. The sound quality is as good as any sort of 3mm jack plug-in earbuds that you will find. So no problems on that score. If you're expecting superb Sennheiser type sound quality, then go and spend 200 quid or however much they are for a pair of Sennheiser earbuds, because that's the only way you're going to get that. There's a reason that they're expensive, and you're never ever going to get Sennheiser quality out of cheap earbuds. But if you just want to listen to music, these are perfectly good. I can't really give you an example of the music quality, of course, because over video and various compressions and everything else, you just wouldn't be able to get an idea of that. It's a shame there's no way of doing it, but believe me, the sound quality is easily as good as any decent sort of £15 or £20 earbuds that you can buy. And the one final thing is down to the wearing of them. They are a little bit lopsided because of this control pad being on one side and not the other, so you will notice a slight difference in the weight. However, it's not enough so that when you're moving around it's a problem, and you have the option of putting them in like so, and then you can move the toggle up there and tuck that down inside your t-shirt or what have you. So they're quite subtle and out of the way. Or the way I prefer to wear them is opening the toggle back up, is to thread them behind your neck like so, and have the control pad sticking down this side here. Now you could, I guess, do the same thing with this once your music's playing, is just tuck the whole lot down inside your t-shirt like so. There's not really any need to do that for me, but it's you have got a little bit of customizability there, and then press to play, press to stop, press and hold to skip your tracks. I couldn't tell you how they stand up bouncing around with jogging, because I'm not a jogger. I don't jog. That's not something I do, but I imagine that they'll do quite well. I think what I would do if I was into running and jogging and that kind of thing, I'd be inclined to fashion some kind of clip so that I could clip this little control pad onto my t-shirt or shirt or whatever I happen to be wearing at the time, and then that way that would hold that and just stop that bouncing around. So all in all, for a pair of budget earbuds, Bluetooth earbuds, I would highly recommend these. I'd certainly get another pair of them. The only real downside to them is the fib about the battery life, and the fact that the battery life The best I've managed to get out of them is 3 hours. Even if I crank the volume right the way down to minimum, I doubt that I would get more than another 10 minutes at the most out of them. So if you work on the assumption that you'll get 3 hours of battery life and that's adequate for you, then fine. If you do need something with a longer battery life, then going back to my original Avantalk ones, now they were very good and the battery life on them is excellent, but the trade-off is you've got a 3 hour charge time versus a 55-minute charge time. And if you've got an hour to just plug them on, charge, go and do something, and know that they're good for another 3 hours after that, then that's good. As I say, you'll get a good 12 hours out of the Avantalk ones, but you've got to wait 3 hours for them to charge, and they do have their own specific charger, which is a little jack pin, so you know you've got that disadvantage as well. So there you go, the Mixx Play1 cordless Bluetooth headset earbuds. Hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching and check back for more videos.